Nice to meet you. I'm going to be your lawyer. Well, are you afraid? Well, don't be. It's my first time, but we got this. This case is ours. Oh, let's go.
Order, order. We are here today for the trial against the pulp and paper industry for their crimes against the environment. How do you plead to this charge? Guilty or not guilty?
Me and Pulp and Paper, we go way back. We've always been best friends. We all started out when we were really little. I was just a little boy, and he was just a little stem. But then, a very difficult transition in his life occurred, and he went from a stem to becoming Pulp and Paper. The first thing that happened to him was a process called impregnation, which is when the small fibers of wood and pulp is pre-steamed and black liquor and white liquor is added to it. After that, a process known as cooking is done. That happens when the small fibers are placed in these giant tubs called digesters. There, it's cooked and the black and white liquor are evaporated. After that, a process called screening takes place. That's when small rocks, other contaminants, and possibly insects are removed to make the fibers as clean as possible. The fibers are placed in these areas where they are washed using vacuums, water presses, and pressure washers, similar to the method that cars are washed in your local car wash. After the washing takes place, the fibers go through a process called bleaching. As the name suggests, it's bleached using either chlorine or sodium hypochlorite. The most common one used is chlorine. After the chlorine is mixed with the fibers, a substance called lignin chloride is formed. Then it is dissolved in water and removed. After that, acidic sizing is done. What that does is that it creates a waterproof coating or a liquid-proof coating on the paper. You ever wonder why you can't use regular paper as paper towel? Can't use regular paper as paper towel?
Sorry guys. It was shaky, sorry.
Ever wonder why you can't use regular paper as paper towel? That's because of the liquid-proof coating that's put on it through acidic sizing. That is done by mixing rosin with aluminum sulfate. Aluminum rosinate is the product of that reaction, and a liquid-resistant layer is created above the paper and also all around the paper.
Your Honor, the pulp paper industry is apparent in literally every job field. It is necessary in our production for life, for civilization, and I believe it's necessary, even opposition to using paper. Therefore, I believe that the pulp paper industry should not be withheld and should be continued at full force.
Look at one of the side effects, deforestation. I would like you to turn your attention to Exhibit A. Not only does deforestation cut down trees, the source of the oxygen that we have, it also releases the carbon dioxide that is stored in the trees and emits it into the atmosphere. Now, as we know, carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, which aids in the expansion of global warming, killing our planet little by little.
So, the pulp paper industry is largely dominated and regulated by three major sources: North America, Northern Europe, and East Asian countries. U.S. was the leading producer of the pulp paper industry, however, China overtook it, and our country, Canada, is fifth in the production. As you can see, multiple places are used in this industry, and this industry is widely used in every job opportunity.
The pulp and paper industry is widely used, and this means that the field offers various types of diverse education degrees. This means that the field offers various jobs of diverse education and degree levels. This promotes the economy not only in Canada, not only in North America, but in multiple countries and continents around the world. Therefore, I believe that the pulp and paper industry should be kept and maintained at its current standards.
Now, For my next point, let's turn our attention to Exhibit B, so that we can see the air pollution that is produced by pulp and paper manufacturing. Now, pulp and paper production, aside from releasing carbon dioxide into the environment, releases nitrogen dioxide and sulfur dioxide. These two harmful substances are major contributors to acid rain, and they cause the earth to corrode one raindrop at a time.
Pulp and paper is apparent in virtually every job. It is vital for human communication and ease of access. We cannot completely integrate into all the technology advances that we want without destroying the environment in a way that cannot even be replaced.
We can minimize the natural costs and deficiencies of pulp and paper industry by planting trees, as trees will naturally clean the air, and trees will also provide us with more pulp and paper raw materials. However, I would like to also point out the production of paper uses importance for writing, for printing, for packaging material, cleaning products, construction, and industrialization. It is also even used in food for some countries, as well as for education, for hygiene, and in general, civilization cannot really improve without the use of paper. Therefore, Your Honor, as you can see, the pulp and paper industry is necessary, and I believe it must be continued.
Now, the production of pulp and paper has existed for many years, as my colleague has stated. Now, and over this time, we have learned that the production of pulp and paper leads to chlorate spills and chlorine. Now, to put into perspective, chlorine and ammonia gas was the same gas that was used to kill our soldiers in World War I. Now, for these reasons, I ask that the production of paper be banned. Thank you, Your Honor.
After listening to both sides of this trial, I have come to the verdict that the pulp and paper industry will continue their production of paper, but instead of producing regular paper, they will produce recycled paper, which is more efficient for the environment. Also, extra precautions will be taken to prevent chlorate spills and reduce their emissions of greenhouse gases such as CO2 by using more efficient chemicals. The court has reached its verdict.
Your Honor, I'm happy for you. I'm going to let you finish, but Hammad had one of the greatest closing arguments of all time.
Give me this back.
What do you mean, man? What do you mean? You know how much work I put into that? You know how much work I put into that? They killed our soldiers in World War I. They killed them. They...
Contempt of court.
That's all.
Well, we hope you guys liked our presentation.